The FTC just got the absolute smackdown of its life, and ladies and gentlemen, Microsoft has won. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button as I post almost daily. And if you're living under Patrick's rock, I will quickly explain to you what is happening right now. A little while back, Microsoft had made an offer to purchase Activision Blizzard, and like the true gaming meme lords Microsoft is, they made an offer of $69 billion. And that is no joke. You can Google it if you want. And obviously not many companies would turn down that type of cash, so Activision Blizzard was completely on board with getting bought out by Microsoft. I mean, for that type of money, many people would smack their own mothers. So now, obviously Microsoft also resides in that like legal and business world, so many agencies and such were just completely against Microsoft buying such a large company. The CMA attempted to block this deal and is still doing so, but we'll touch on that later. And more recently, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, also tried to block this deal. And the main issue that many of these companies and agencies have with Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard is that they think it'll be a massive harm to the competition in the gaming market. Like years down the line, Microsoft might have this huge monopoly in gaming. Pretty much like Thanos finally getting all of the Infinity Stones and snapping away Sony. So yeah, basically people were thinking that they could turn large IPs that they would acquire in this deal, such as Call of Duty, into Xbox exclusive games, take them away from all the other platforms. And with that, they could also just kind of like churn out shit games under the IP, and it really won't matter because there's no competition. They'll be getting their money no matter what. And I don't know if that's ever gonna happen because Call of Duty is already churning out shit games, so Call of Duty is already ahead of the game. Now, obviously, Microsoft is stating the contrary and even making statements like they'll be broadening access to games like Call of Duty. They've stated that they want to put the Call of Duty franchise on the Nintendo Switch. And the last time I can remember like a Call of Duty on a handheld device was, I think, Black Ops on the Nintendo DS, and that was just absolute dog water. So yeah, I don't know if Call of Duty on the Switch is a good idea. That thing can barely run like third-party games. They are really good at running like indie and first-party games, but when it comes to games that are not under Nintendo, they just don't really run well. I mean, hell, they could barely run Pokemon Scarlet and Violet without the frame rate dropping below the depths of hell. Anyway, yeah, Microsoft pretty much pushed the notion over and over that they have no intentions of taking the IPs they will be getting in this deal away from their rivals, and would in fact even bring these IPs to new consoles. Well, it seems like they hit all of the right dialogue options, they said the right things, and it worked in their favor because the judge has ruled in favor of Microsoft. You know, they buttered up the judge's bread just right and was able to slide right past them, and now Microsoft will definitely most likely go on to buy Activision Blizzard. I mean, the judge pretty much gave the FTC the biggest thumbs down ever. So yeah, personally, I think this deal isn't going to have Call of Duty or really any other IP bought in this deal get locked behind a jail cell and throw into Xbox oblivion. There's definitely going to be enough cake to go around, guys, so don't worry. I honestly feel like at most we might be getting like an exclusive earlier release date for the IPs, but that's the same deal Sony has gotten for PlayStation with Call of Duty over the past X amount of years. Like, I can remember back on Black Ops 3, everyone got like the zombies maps early if you were on PlayStation. But before Sony, Xbox had that early release date. So if you think being able to play Call of Duty DLC a few days earlier is enough to ban the deal, then you're just delusional. Moving on though, honestly, even as an Xbox fan, the Xbox is just an absolute flop right now. I mean, there's obviously an entire catalog of games to play, but as a whole, there's just a whole lot of nothing to do. I mean, Game Pass is an amazing deal, but if you're not investing in that, there just isn't really any exclusive games on here. It is extremely obvious that Xbox just doesn't have the exclusive game power PlayStation does. So as an Xbox fan, I am just praying on my knees that Phil Spencer actually does some good shit with this deal. You know, pump out some good content with the various new studios you just bought. Don't let them sit there and waste away. I don't even care if they're not exclusive, just make good games. That said though, Microsoft isn't in the complete clear just yet. Now, while they've won their case against the FTC, and that is huge, they still have the Competition and Markets Authority nipping at their butt. So it's sad to say that they've still got some to go. It's not like this deal is 1,000,000% done just yet. But it does seem like Microsoft and the CMA are kind of like working towards getting some of the transactions issues ironed out in order for the CMA to be a little bit more accepting when it comes to getting the deal done. But I mean, with the huge win over the FTC, this deal is only getting closer and closer to finally being complete. While it's taking a while, I mean, this deal is pretty much going to happen. It's just a matter of time at this point. That said, drop a comment below and let me know how you feel about this. Are you Sony fans upset? Are you Xbox fans happy? Let me know. Drop a like and subscribe for more commentary content. Join my Discord server link below, and I will see you guys in the next one.